Hello, bankers. A very good evening to all of you. Welcome back. So, guys, in this particular session, we are going to discuss our unit number 26, which is all about insurance business in India. All right. So, basically, insurance companies. Sorry. So, we have already discussed insurance product in our module D. I hope you guys remember that particular one. Okay. So, in this particular session, basically, it is all about or all around the insurance history, IRDA, or the different insurance companies. Majorly, we have two categorization. One is life insurance, and the another one is general insurance. Right. So, unit number 26, insurance companies. So, let's have a quick look about the course content. So, it include the basic introduction, history and development of insurance. Then we have privatization and foreign direct investment in insurance sector. So insurance business globally and India, insurance penetration and density, number of insurance companies operating in India. Then we have legislation governing operations of insurance companies, insurance intermediaries, reinsurance, insurance repository, and e-insurance account. Okay, so if you talk about the important areas from this particular one, what I experienced in past, so there is one question can be based on this FDI because during Union Budget 2024 25 itself, 25-26 itself, government they increase the FDI limit to 100%. Okay, so they can ask one question based on this. It question can be based on the historical background of this particular one. Okay? So FDI or this privatization in insurance, which started from 2000 itself. Okay? So when for the very first time, government they come up with 20% insurance FDI allowing this particular one. Okay? So then apart from this insurance penetration and density, so many times examiner ask half marks question based on this particular one, okay, as we have seen in our previous session or previous examination itself. Okay? Then the next one is insurance reinsurance, very important one. Okay? Insurance repository and e-insurance agent. I'll give 2 star to e-insurance account. Okay? So because this is something new for our insurance market, so there is a high probability you may face question based on this particular one. All right. So with the help of MCQs, we are going to discuss all these subtopic of this particular unit itself. So we will start with our very first question based on this particular one, which is related to the overall history and background of insurance in India. So which of the following statement about the history and development of insurance sector in India are correct? So we have to find out the correct statement. So the first insurance company was Oriental Life Insurance Company, 1818. So that means it is true, but it failed in 1834. So option A is 100% true. So in insurance, which started in India with the Oriental Life Insurance Company from 1818, okay, but it got failed in 1834 itself. Okay. The Indian Life Assurance Company Act 1912 was the first law enacted to regulate life insurance in India. Again, this statement too is also true. Again, the General Insurance Business Nationalization Act 1972 led to the formation of four public sector general insurance companies. This is also true. Okay. Malhotra Committee 1993, on the recommendation of Malhotra Committee itself, we form the insurance separate insurance regulators, that is generally known as insurance आपका IRDA, Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, under Act 1999, and it start operation from 2000 itself, right? So recommended complete privatization of the insurance sector without any foreign participation. Okay? So this is wrong. Okay? So this statement is with like private parties or the privatization we started, that there was no complete privatization. Even today itself we have number of public sector undertakings, and the privatization was allowed with recommendation of this particular committee with inclusion of foreign partners also. Okay? So this statement is wrong. The Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority (IRDA) was constituted constituted in 1999 under IRDA Act 1999 itself, okay, and become statutory body in 2000. Again, true. The Life Insurance Corporation (LIC) had a monopoly in life insurance sector until 90s, late 90s, when private players were allowed. Okay, this is also true. Okay. So the only incorrect statement is 4. तो 4 किसका पार्ट नहीं है? 1 2 3 1 2 4 5 6, हाँ 6 आपका A should be right answer for this one. ठीक है. So okay, there are two options which are right for this one. 1 2, this mistake I'm doing again and again. I'll have a check on these particular things. ठीक है, both options are same. So option A or C, whatever you have opted, that is the right answer for this particular one. ठीक है दोस्तों, तो this is आपका the only statement was incorrect. This is Malhotra Committee recommendation allowing private sector participation and permitting foreign companies to enter as a joint venture, not a complete privatization. All right. So these are some major statements. If you go through your books, you'll find that entire 2-3 paragraphs are aligned with this particular one. So you got some sort of summary with this particular one. All right. Next one. In which year the insurance industry in India first opened to private players and foreign direct investment? So it was in the year of 2000. Okay? So it was a recommendation of Malhotra committee itself. Okay? So this is the very first year when we generally come up with this particular proposals. Okay? So with a cap of 26% on foreign ownership. Okay? So earlier it was आपका 26%. The before this union budget it was 74%. ठीक है, ये भी आपको पूछा जा सकता है. ठीक है, तो कितने से कितना कर दिया गया? Sometime examiner they ask this kind of questions also. ठीक है, so before union budget 2025-26 it was 74%. During budgetary statements, finance minister they generally come up with a proposal of 100%. So now FDI in the insurance sector is how much? 100%. Okay, so please do remember this. Which of the following statement regarding the insurance business globally and in India are correct? So about the insurance business, the true statements. So the global direct premium are written increase by nearly 3% in 2019 as per your book data. It is right here, supported mainly by non-life insurance. This is wrong. It should be non-life insurance in advanced market here. So advanced market they have maximum contribution from non-life insurance, that is generally known as general insurance, again not from the life insurance. India's share in global insurance market increased from 1.58% in 2018 to 1.69% in 2019. So this is wrong. This is right. The share of life insurance business in total insurance premium was higher in India, that is 74.94% compared to global average of 46.34% in 2019. ठीक है, so this is again true. तो देखो क्या होता है कि यूजुअली व्हाट यू विल सी इन ग्लोबल मार्केट, जो नॉन लाइफ इंश्योरेंस है उनका वेटेज इज लाइक उनका कंट्रीब्यूशन टुवर्ड द इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम इज मच हायर देन कंपेयर टू योर लाइफ इंश्योरेंस. बट इन इंडिया वी हैव LIC ने इतना ज्यादा मार्केट कैप्चर किया कि अभी भी उसका इंपैक्ट आपको यहाँ पे देखने के लिए मिलेगा इफ यू गो फॉर द 2019 डेटा इटसेल्फ, राइट. In 2019, India ranked at 5th in global life insurance market. Not 5th, it is 10th आपका, ठीक है, 10th. And 15th in the global non-life insurance. So this makes this a statement wrong. The second part is true, but the first part is wrong. Insurance penetration in India increased to 3.76% in 19, with the life insurance sector having a penetration of 2.82%. Okay, this is also true. Okay, so the only statement wrong are 1 and 4. That means 235. 235 means option B will be right answer for this particular one. ठीक है, तो थोड़ा सा अगर आप इनको प्रैक्टिस करेंगे अगेन एंड अगेन, ठीक है, this is the static data. And believe me guys, if examiner is going to ask, like they'll rarely ask, first of all they'll rarely ask question based on this particular data. अगर वो पूछता भी है, if you'll practice this particular one, the data will be same. They'll give references to your book itself. They are not going to ask the recent datas in your examination. That I have experience in last 2-3 years. ठीक है, so you do not have to worry about the latest update and all these kind of things. ठीक है, चलो next one. Which of the following is only public sector reinsurer in India? So we have number of reinsurer nowadays. Like we have around 11 reinsurer companies in India. So out of which only public reinsurance company is GIC Re. Okay? So GIC Re is the only public sector reinsurance company in India. ठीक है, so एक बार जल्दी से आपका reinsurer is basically they generally provide insurance to insurance companies. Basically it is mandated by law or IRDA itself, ठीक है, कि if you are in an insurance business, so you have to share some portion of your premium with reinsurer, and they'll make sure if like they'll participate in the risk itself. ठीक है, तो अगर आप अपने प्रीमियम का कुछ पोर्शन इनके साथ शेयर करते हैं, तो कहीं ना कहीं आपका जो रिस्क शेयरिंग है वो क्या होगा, उनके साथ होगा. सो दैट इज द काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स. ठीक है, so reinsurance involve transferring some portion of risk by insurer to the reinsurer, enabling the insurance companies to focus on their core business. For the insurer, this work as a capacity enhancer, as the reinsurer offer risk coverage and technical services. The presence of reinsurer also decrease volatility for the insurance companies. The Indian experience, the Indian experience with reinsurer can be assessed with the respect to the nationalization of general insurance sectors, as well as the liberalization of insurance sector. So with general insurance business nationalization 1972, so this nationalization happened in 1972 and liberalization happened post 1991. Okay? The general insurance sector was nationalized. Subsequently, the General Insurance Corporation GIC was incorporated in 1972 itself. ठीक है, तो थोड़ा सा इन बातों को ध्यान रखेंगे. अगला, consider the following statement regarding Insurance Act 1938. Again, this is one of the most important questions. Yeah, so far I'll recommend this particular one. Okay. So, which of the following statement is correct? So you have to find out the correct statement about the Insurance Act 1938. ठीक है, तो the act mandate that every insurer must obtain certificate of registration from a controller of insurance, which is IRDA, 100% true. The act prohibit offering rebate on insurance premium or commission. This is also true. Yes, second statement. The act allow insurer to invest freely without any restriction from the government. This statement is wrong. Okay? So there are some restrictions, like there are some provisions about their investment. Okay? Let's say if you are collecting money, so where you will invest, कहाँ कहाँ पे कितना कितना जाना चाहिए, और like there are some minimum guidelines which you have to meet with those particular one. ठीक है, so we have what we have to find out correct statement means 1 and 2. आपका option A will be right answer for this particular one. So Insurance Act 1938 require insurer to obtain a certificate of registration and prohibit rebate on इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम और कमीशन. ठीक है, सो इससे कहीं ना कहीं व्हाट वाज द पर्पस ऑफ दिस वन. ठीक है, कि इफ इंश्योरेंस ब्रोकर्स एंड ऑल दे कम अप विद सच काइंड ऑफ एक्टिविटीज कि हम आपको प्रीमियम में इतना रिबेट देते हैं या कमीशन में इतना देते हैं, तो इट विल बी लाइक कि there will be some sort of mis-selling, false selling in the market. Okay? So to prevent those kind of activities, however, insurance companies' investment must comply with the government issue guidelines, meaning that is statement 3 was wrong. Okay? Next one. Which of the following statement about Life Insurance Corporation Act 1956 and General Insurance Business Nationalization Act 1972 are incorrect? ठीक है, तो GIC Act 1972, LIC Act 1956, तो इन दो एक्ट के संबंध में कौन सा स्टेटमेंट आपका इनकरेक्ट है? ठीक है, अगेन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन. So you have given 7 statement. ठीक है, तो first one by one. LIC was formed in 1956 with an initial capital contribution of 10 crores from the government of India. So it was not 10 crore, it was 5 crores. ठीक है, तो पहला ही statement हमारा गलत है. ठीक है, फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज रॉन्ग। LIC was granted an exclusive privilege to transact life insurance business in India was removed in 1999. This is true. Second statement is true. Section 37 of LIC Act provide a central government guarantee for all LIC policies. 100% true. एक्सक्लूडिंग यूलिप, ठीक है, दिस शुड बी एक्सक्लूडिंग यूलिप, ठीक है, तो इसकी वजह से ये स्टेटमेंट गलत है आपका, ठीक है। यूलिप्स आर नॉट पार्ट ऑफ दिस वन बिकॉज यूनिट लिंक इंश्योरेंस प्लान इज बेसिकली वेयर वी जनरली इन्वेस्ट दैट पर्टिकुलर वन इन सिक्योरिटीज, ठीक है, और इस यूलिप के अंदर जो इन्वेस्टमेंट हो रहा है, दैट इन्वेस्टमेंट वट एवर वी हैव पूल्ड द फंड्स, वी आर इन्वेस्टिंग दैट पर्टिकुलर वन इन कैपिटल मार्केट। तो अब कैपिटल मार्केट investment are subject to market risk, ठीक है, it totally depend on the securities, how the securities are performing wherever we have made those particular investment, ठीक है। So the General Insurance Business Nationalization Act 1972 aimed to prevent the concentration of wealth in few hand. This is 100% true. General Insurance Corporation was established under the Companies Act 1956. True. With an initial authorized capital of 75 crores. No, it should be 75 crores, not 50 crores, ठीक है। So this is wrong. The Act 1972 prohibit any person, Act means यहाँ पे आपका GIC Act, ठीक है, Nationalization Act, any person from for insure, sorry, the Act 1972 prohibit any person from insuring property in India with a foreign insurer, ठीक है, that is true. The four subsidiaries of GIC are United Insurance, we have Oriental Insurance, National Insurance and New India Assurance, ठीक है। अब देखो यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है, the four subsidiaries of GIC are, नहीं R नहीं हो गया, अब ये were हो गया, past tense में चला गया। Earlier these were the subsidiaries of this particular institution, but now they are independent bodies, ठीक है। So this make this statement also wrong. So what we have to find out incorrect statement. तो incorrect statement क्या क्या है, 1 3 5 7, ठीक है, 1 ये नहीं होगा, 1 3 5 7, ठीक है। So that means 1 3 5 7, ठीक है, 1 3 5 7, ठीक है। तो B should be right answer for this particular one, ठीक है। तो एक बार देख लेते हैं आंसर को अपना। Yes, ठीक है। So please do remember this one. तो पहला statement was incorrect just because कि the capital, initial capital was how much, 5 crores, ठीक है, not 10 crores. Third statement was wrong, excluding ULIP, it should be excluding ULIP, ठीक है। So does not apply to ULIPs, ठीक है। Fifth one was incorrect, it was 75 crores, ठीक है, 75 crores, not the 50 crores, ठीक है। And seventh one was incorrect, while these were the four subsidiaries, GIC later restructured and they become independent, ठीक है। So now they are all are the independent companies in India. All right guys, समझ में आया सबको, ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं। What is the key difference between an insurance agent and insurance broker, ठीक है। So broker is a broader term, ठीक है। So broker they can sell इंश्योरेंस प्रोडक्ट ऑफ मल्टीपल कंपनीज, ठीक है। जैसे आपका एक एजेंट होता है इंश्योरेंस का, एल्डा का उसका एग्जाम होता है। सो लेट्स से इफ यू आर अ लाइफ इंश्योरेंस एजेंट, सो यू कैन ओनली सेल लाइफ इंश्योरेंस प्रोडक्ट, ठीक है। बट ब्रोकर इज काइंड ऑफ दे कैन सेल लाइफ एज वेल एज जनरल इंश्योरेंस प्रोडक्ट, ठीक है। उनके नीचे आपका, ब्रोकर के नीचे एजेंट्स आपका काम करते हैं, ठीक है। सो एजेंट कैन डील विद मल्टीपल इंश्योरेंस कंपनीज, नो। ब्रोकर एडवाइज कस्टमर ऑन insurance product from multiple insurer, whereas agent represent a single insurer. So option B will be right answer for this particular one, ठीक है। Both agent and broker are licensed and regulated by IRDA or IRDA Act, ठीक है। Next one, which of the following statement about reinsurance in India are correct, ठीक है। तो reinsurance, ठीक है, तो जहां पे इंश्योरेंस कंपनीज दे आर डूइंग देयर इंश्योरेंस, मतलब सिंपल सा बिजनेस, जैसे हमने किसी इंश्योरेंस कंपनी से अपना इंश्योरेंस कराया कार का, ठीक है। लेट्स से वी हैव कंट्रीब्यूटेड 10,000 प्रीमियम पर एनम। सो नाउ व्हाट दैट कंपनी विल डू, दे विल पास ऑन सम प्रीमियम, लेट्स से 10% दे पास ऑन टू आपका जो री इंश्योरेंस कंपनी है उसको, ठीक है। एंड दे आर हैविंग सम सॉर्ट ऑफ रिस्क शेयरिंग। कल के डेट में अगर कार का एक्सीडेंट होता है, let's say the overall cost is 1 lakh, तो आपका 90,000 विल बी पेड बाय द इंश्योरेंस कंपनी, 10,000 विल बी पेड बाय द री इंश्योरेंस। बट हमारे लिए इंश्योरेंस कंपनी विल एक्ट, देल इंश्योरेंस कंपनी विल क्लेम विद द री इंश्योर, ठीक है। तो कहीं ना कहीं ये जो इंश्योरेंस का जो बिजनेस है उसमें जो वॉलेटिलिटी कम करने के लिए ये चीज आपका यहाँ पे जो री इंश्योरेंस का कॉन्सेप्ट काम करता है, ठीक है दोस्तों। तो री इंश्योरेंस हेल्प इंश्योरर टू रिड्यूस वॉलेटिलिटी एंड फोकस ऑन देयर कोर बिजनेस, 100% ट्रू। ये हमने अभी एक स्टेटमेंट भी पढ़ा था, उसका स्टेटमेंट है ये। General Insurance Corporation was formed after the liberalization. No, liberalization means liberalization का मतलब क्या है? LPG, New Economic Reforms, 1991-92। तो ये वहां पे नहीं, ये कहां पे हुआ था? नेशनलाइजेशन, आपका GIC नेशनलाइजेशन 1972, ठीक है। तो दिस स्टेटमेंट इज रॉन्ग। देखो एक छोटा सा वर्ड आपका जो पूरा मीनिंग खराब कर देगा। बिफोर नेशनलाइजेशन मोस्ट ऑफ reinsurance arrangement were made with a foreign market like British and Continentals. This was true. This statement is true. Sorry. The Insurance Act 1938 mandate that insurer must reinsure a certain percentage with the Indian reinsurer. This is also true. Okay. The obligatory sessions to GIC were gradually reduced from 20% to 5%. This is also true. The जनरल मतलब पहले आपका री इंश्योरेंस कितने पे होता था? 20% पे, ठीक है। 10,000 का 2,000 वहां और 8,000 यहाँ। they'll have a 10%, 20% risk bearing, but now it is reduced to 5%। आपका इसका मतलब ये है, ठीक है। जनरल इंश्योरेंस बिजनेस नेशनलाइजेशन अमेंडमेंट एक्ट 2002 रिमूव्ड GIC एक्सक्लूसिव प्रिविलेज फॉर री इंश्योरेंस, ठीक है। तो पहले आपका ये जो एक्सक्लूसिव री इंश्योरेंस आपका प्रिविलेज था दैट बिलोंग्स टू GIC। इसके बाद और आपके इंश्योरेंस कंपनीज आई री इंश्योरेंस में, तो ये जो प्रिविलेज इसका था इसको हटा दिया। नाउ कंपनीज दे हैव अदर ऑप्शन आल्सो, ठीक है। द री इंश्योरेंस मार्केट इन इंडिया स्टिल a monopoly. No, it is not a monopoly. We have 10 or 11 reinsurance companies in India, ठीक है। So this is also wrong. So what we have to find out correct statement, that means 1 3 4 5 6, 1 3 4 5 6, 1 3 4 5 6, that means option A only will be right answer for this particular one, ठीक है। So statement 2 was incorrect. GIC was formed after nationalization, ठीक है, not आपका liberalization. 7 was incorrect. The reinsurance market has opened up and there are 11 reinsurance companies including foreign players also, ठीक है। तो जो आपका मोनोपोली हुआ करता था GIC री का, that got ended, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट वन, which of the following statement about insurance repository system are correct? Again very important question guys, ठीक है। तो इसको बहुत अच्छे से पढ़िए, बहुत अच्छे से समझिए। द इंश्योरेंस रिपोजिटरी इज बेसिकली जो आपका बुक कीपिंग का काम करता है, जो हमारा डेटा मेंटेन करता है, ठीक है। मतलब जैसे आप जो पॉलिसी होल्डर्स हैं उनके बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन, किसके पास कितनी पॉलिसीज हैं ना, जैसे आपका कस्टोडियन होता है ना फॉर आपका जो कैपिटल मार्केट के अंदर, वैसे ही यहाँ पे आपके रिपोजिटरीज का काम होगा, ठीक है। So the insurance repository system was launched by IRDA on 16th of September 2013. 100% true. Insurance repositories are authorized to sell insurance policies. 100% wrong. They are not authorized to sell these insurance products. They cannot sell insurance product of companies. ठीक है? Only life insurance policies and pension plan can currently be held in ई इंश्योरेंस अकाउंट। बिल्कुल सही, ठीक है। अभी ये जो ई इंश्योरेंस अकाउंट है दैट इज एप्लीकेबल टू दिस वन, ठीक है। एंड प्लीज डू चेक दिस पर्टिकुलर स्टेटमेंट, ठीक है। एक मैं यहाँ पे स्टार लगा लेता हूँ, ठीक है, बिकॉज दिस डेटा आई फॉरगॉट टू चेक विद द रीसेंट वन, ठीक है। हो सकता है रीसेंट में अदर्स को भी, बट एज पर योर बुक इट इज मेंशन दिस वन, ठीक है। और मैंने जितना पढ़ा है इतना ही पे ही है अभी, ठीक है। द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ एन इंश्योरेंस रिपोजिटरी टू प्रोवाइड पॉलिसी होल्डर विद अ फैसिलिटी टू होल्ड इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसीज इन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फॉर्म, ठीक है। तो जो ई इंश्योरेंस अकाउंट है इन दैट पर्टिकुलर वन यू कैन होल्ड योर मल्टीपल इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी। एक सिंगल अकाउंट ओपन होता है रिपोजिटरी के साथ, आपका ई इंश्योरेंस अकाउंट जिसको हम लोग बोलते हैं, तो जिसमें आपने जो लाइफ जनरल हेल्थ जो भी इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसीज ले रखे हैं उन सब का डिटेल यहाँ पे आपको मिलेगा, ठीक है। सो इंश्योरेंस मतलब इनसे रिलेटेड जो भी आपका, ठीक है, इंश्योरेंस रिपोजिटरीज एक्ट एज अ सिंगल पॉइंट ऑफ सर्विस for all e-policies held by the policy holders. All service provided by insurance repositories are chargeable. No, it is a free of cost. Okay? So this make this one wrong. So हमें क्या ढूंढना था correct statement? That means 1, 3, 4, 5 1345. ठीक है 1345. ठीक है तो आपका ऑप्शन डी विल बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस वन. ठीक है ये स्टेटमेंट जब मैंने क्वेश्चन डिजाइन किया है सो आई हैव केप्ट दिस पर्टिकुलर वन बट विल चेक दिस पर्टिकुलर वन. ठीक है सो प्लीज चेक दिस पर्टिकुलर वन. आई विल मेंशन हियर सो आप लोग थोड़ा सा आपको याद रहे. ठीक है सो दिस इज द एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑल्सो सेम एज आपका जो हमने अभी आपका डिस्कस किया. करेक्ट इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट वाज इंश्योरेंस रिपोजिटरीज कैन नॉट सेल इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसीज. Their role is limited to storing and maintaining policies in electronic form. All service provided by insurance repositories are free of charge, making statement 6-1 is incorrect. ठीक है next one. Okay, तो यहाँ पे so in 2013 till 2013 insurance policies were issued only in paper form. Whether the proposal for insurance was submitted in physical फॉर्म और थ्रू ऑनलाइन मोड. तो अगर आप एप्लीकेंट हैं इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी के लिए तो जो हमें प्रपोजल था वो भी और आपका वो सब कुछ फिजिकल में मेंटेन होता था डेटा आपका रिपोजिटरीज के पास. द इंश्योरेंस रेगुलेटरी एंड डेवलपमेंट अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया लॉन्च इंश्योरेंस रिपोजिटरी सिस्टम on 16th of September 2013 to provide better services to policy holders and enhance insurance penetration. Insurance policies, including the existing ones, can now be converted into electronic form and held with insurance repository. E-policies effectively eliminate paper and associated risk of storage and loss while providing convenience and safety to the customers. At present, only life insurance policies and pension plans are being allowed to be held in electronic forms or in these e-accounts. ठीक है so आगे बढ़ते हैं next one. Which of the following statement about e-insurance account are correct? ठीक है so e-insurance account के reference में कौन सा statement correct है? And in again this is again आपका 2-star question. ठीक है very very important. So please pay your attention. ठीक है so we have to find out the correct statement with regard to e-insurance account. E-insurance account के संबंध में कौन सा statement सही है? An individual can open multiple e-insurance account for different policies. No. ठीक है we have to open one single e-insurance account. ठीक है तो multiple are not required in this particular case. So this make this statement 1 is wrong. An e-insurance account is provided free of cost to the applicant. 100% true. ठीक है a person without an insurance policy can still open an e-insurance account. If you do not have any policy, still you can have that particular one. ठीक है तो यहाँ पे to open e-insurance account you do not need any policies. ठीक है later on if you purchase any policy you can link that particular one. ठीक है to convert existing paper policies into electronic format, a service request must be made to the insurer or insurance repository. An authorized representative can claim policy. An authorized representative can claim policy benefit after the policy holders diminish, even if not designated as nominee or assignee. ठीक है ये स्टेटमेंट सुन के गलत लगा. ठीक है देखो यहां तक सही था. First part was right, but even if not designated, it should be nominated as or designated as nominee और आपका assignee. ठीक है तो ये स्टेटमेंट आपका गलत हो जाएगा. सो करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट्स मींस दूसरा तीसरा चौथा. ठीक है दूसरा तीसरा चौथा मींस ऑप्शन बी विल बी राइट आंसर फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर वन. ठीक है सो स्टेटमेंट ए वाज इनकरेक्ट. पर्सन अलाउ ओनली वन अकाउंट ई अकाउंट. ठीक है दूसरा पांचवा वाज रॉन्ग. ठीक है incorrect. The authorized representative only facilitated access and does not receive policy benefits. Policy benefit. Just a minute. Policy benefit unless specified designated as nominee or assignee. ठीक है so that is the one. Next one. So e-insurance, if you talk about insurance account stand for insurance or electronic insurance account which maintain the insurance policy document of policy holders in electronic format इट इज समथिंग लाइक दैट डीमेट अकाउंट, जैसा हमारा डीमेट अकाउंट होता है ना, बट डीमेट अकाउंट यू कैन ओपन मल्टीपल डीमेट अकाउंट्स इन ऑल विद शेयर ब्रोकिंग फर्म्स, बट इट इज सिमिलर लाइक दैट, ठीक है। तो डीमेट अकाउंट में भी क्या होता है, डीमेटलाइजेशन, जहां पे हम शेयर्स या सिक्योरिटीज को आपका इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फॉर्म में होल्ड करते हैं, ठीक है। तो दैट इज विद आपका डिपॉजिटरीज अगेन, वैसे ही यहाँ पे आपका रिपोजिटरी, ठीक है। दस ई इंश्योरेंस अकाउंट facilitate the policy holder by providing access to insurance portfolio at a click of a button through the internet, मतलब like you can, जैसा अपना सेविंग अकाउंट का एक्सेस होता है वैसे आप यहाँ पे भी देख सकते हैं, ठीक है। A policy holder can open each insurance account with any of the five repositories approved by IRDA as mentioned the one thing. So one cannot open multiple accounts. आप किसी के साथ, जैसे 5 repositories हैं उनमें से किसी एक के साथ आप ओपन कर सकते हैं, as IRDA allow just one e-insurance account per person, ठीक है। Next one. So some of the features of e-insurance account, this is very important one, please pay your attention to each e-insurance account has a unique account number, and each account holder is granted a login ID and password to access their policies or insurance policies. E-insurance account is offered free of cost to the applicants. An individual who does not have an insurance policy can also open e-insurance account. After the policy, buying a policy, the policy holder can give a request for dematerialization, means conversion into the electronic form of policy, to the insurer or insurance repository, ठीक है। To convert existing paper policy into electronic format, a service request has to be made to the insurance repository or the insurer. And e-insurance account holders can appoint an authorized representative, ठीक है। So you can appoint someone as the authorized representative also. Usually these are brokers, जो insurance brokers and all होते हैं, ठीक है। Now जो हमारा statement था 6 और 7, to authorize his account in case of unfortunate demise or incapability of e-insurance account holders, the authorized representative will intimate the insurance repository about the demise or incapability of the policy holders with valid proof. An authorized representative has only access right to the e-insurance account in the event of demise of the policy holder. The authorized representative would only to act as facilitator and is not entitled to receive any policy benefit unless designated as nominee, अगर आपने उसको नॉमिनी या असाइनी आपका डिक्लेयर नहीं किया गया, ठीक है। सो सिर्फ डेथ में ही आपको वो एक्सेस कर पाएगा। दूसरा कि लाइक ही कैन नॉट टेक द एडवांटेजेस और ही कैन नॉट प्रोसीड विद द क्लेम्स एंड ऑल, ठीक है। तो वो क्लेम आपका किसके होंगे, जो नॉमिनी है उसी को उसके बेनिफिट्स आपका मिलेंगे, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट वन, ओके। सो देयर वर फ्यू क्वेश्चंस जो आपके लाइक इफ यू आर गोइंग थ्रू, इफ यू आर स्टडिंग थ्रू द बुक, तो थोड़ा सा आपको कंफ्यूजन क्रिएट कर सकते थे, ठीक है। दैट्स व्हाई आई कीप दिस पर्टिकुलर वन, दो वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस दीज पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चंस विद आवर यूनिट वाइज समरी सेशंस, ठीक है। तो पहला आपका द फर्स्ट इंश्योरेंस कंपनी वाज ओरिएंटल लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कंपनी 1818 आपका, ठीक है। दिस वी हैव डिस्कस्ड, ठीक है। व्हाट इज द एक्सटेंट ऑफ एफडीआई प्रेजेंटली, अब अगर ये अगर क्वेश्चन होगा देन योर आंसर विल बी 100%। इफ यू सी योर बुक तो वहां पे 74% मिलेगा आपको, क्योंकि वो पुराना छपा हुआ है, ठीक है। द परसेंटेज ऑफ इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम रिसीव टू जीडीपी, ये जो पेनिट्रेशन और आपका डेंसिटी है ये बहुत बार पूछा जाता है, सो प्लीज पे योर अटेंशन, ठीक है। सो द परसेंटेज ऑफ इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम टू जीडीपी इज नोन एज पेनिट्रेशन, ठीक है। द रेशियो ऑफ इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम टू पॉपुलेशन इज नोन एज डेंसिटी, ठीक है। तो इन दोनों को थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखेंगे। What is the minimum capital required for establishing a life insurance company? It is 100 crores, ठीक है। So आपका क्या होगा आंसर, 100 crores, ठीक है। So density and penetration, ये दो टर्म्स जिनको थोड़ा सा समझ लेते हैं, penetration and density, ठीक है। So while insurance penetration is measured as the percentage of insurance premium to GDP, ठीक है। तो जैसे हमने हमारा जो पहला क्वेश्चन था इसमें, this was percentage insurance premium to GDP is penetration, आपका रेशियो ऑफ इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम टू पॉपुलेशन इज नोन एज डेंसिटी, ठीक है. सो इंश्योरेंस डेंसिटी इज कैलकुलेटेड एज रेशियो ऑफ प्रीमियम टू अ पॉपुलेशन एक्सप्रेस वर्ल्ड वाइड इन लाइक डॉलर्स एंड ऑल, इस तरीके से, ठीक है. छोटे छोटे टर्म्स हैं, हाफ मार्क्स में बहुत बार पूछे गए हैं. सो प्लीज 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 जस्ट ट्राई टू रिमेंबर दीज वन, ठीक है. ओके, नेक्स्ट वन. ओके, दिस इज इट, ठीक है. सो ये हमारा पूरा इंश्योरेंस कंपनीज. तो दिस इज लाइक जैसे मॉड्यूल सी में आप इंश्योरेंस को पढ़ते हैं, इट इज अ काइंड ऑफ एन ओवरव्यू टू इंश्योरेंस बिजनेस, ठीक है. तो इंश्योरेंस बिजनेस का आपका वो देता है, ओवरव्यू देता है, हिस्टोरिकल बैकग्राउंड्स, वर्ल्ड वाइड थिंग्स और द बेसिक थिंग्स अबाउट दिस. व्हेन जब हमने इसको मॉड्यूल डी में पढ़ा था तो वहां पे किसके बारे में था, इट इज ऑल अबाउट द इंश्योरेंस प्रोडक्ट्स, ठीक है. तो लाइफ इंश्योरेंस, जनरल इंश्योरेंस, उनके फीचर्स, तो जहाँ पर डिफरेंट डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ पॉलिसीज जिनके अराउंड हमने आपका क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस किया था. आई होप यू गाइस रिमेंबर दोस पर्टिकुलर. ऑलराइट, चलो तो दोस्तों आज के लिए इतना ही करेंगे. दिस इज माय टेलीग्राम ग्रुप, so you can join this particular one, and for PDFs by this weekend I'll upload all the set of PDFs in our courses itself, ठीक है. तो जो courses का सेगमेंट सेक्शन मैंने बनाया है तो वहाँ पे सारे PDFs आपको मिल जाएंगे सारे सब्जेक्ट के लिए, ठीक है. तो you can access those particular one and you can practice also. Alright, so this is it from my side. I hope you enjoy this session. कैसा लगा जरूर बताएं और अपने दोस्तों के साथ जरूर शेयर करें, ठीक है. And I'll see you tomorrow. With like from tomorrow onwards, we are going to start with our module A. So we have done with all these particular things. Okay, so now we will be starting with module A itself. Okay, so this is it. Bye bye. Take care all, and all the very best for your preparation, guys. Thank you.